debate on health care is life-death. This is Armageddon. In terms of the bonus that corporate America received versus the crumbs that they are giving to workers to kind of put the schmooze on is so pathetic.
Nancy Pelosi calling the tax cut bonuses, wage hikes, 401k increases, and more pathetic crumbs. But an internal RNC poll shows support for tax cuts now growing in battleground states. And even the New York Times is reporting the number of people approving of the tax cuts going up. Democrat polling showing the same. Joining me now, former advisor to UK Prime Minister David Cameron. Good to see you. It's Steve Hilton is here. Does it seem to you, Steve, that the American people seems to be coming to terms with the fact that, you know, they may not like Trump personally, but they do like the tax cuts and his track record on the economy? What do you think?
You're exactly right. And that was the number one reason that he was elected, to get the economy moving after decades of stagnation, in particular stagnation of incomes for working Americans. And that's why they were prepared to overlook the other flaws in his character or whatever, because they thought, you know, finally, I want someone to do something for me and my family and our living standards. And he's delivering that. And, you know, one of the most stupid things that you heard towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year was when people would talk about the tax bill and say, oh, it's so unpopular. Look at the polling. It's ridiculous to talk about something like that in the abstract before the real effects of it have started to hit people directly. And as those real effects are coming through, people are realizing that this is going to be good for them. And so I think Nancy Pelosi, she's going to be regretting that crumbs remark for years to come. It's a disaster for her. Yeah,
it's almost like the deplorables moment. I mean, another one. I mean, it's so crazy, Steve, because they went into the election with the same anti-Trump, resist Trump. You know, we know he has said and exaggerated things on Twitter and said things that people don't like at all. But now Democrats super PAC, the super PAC is called Priorities USA, and it has Obama and Hillary Clinton officials in there. They're saying, watch out, Democrats. You voted against tax cuts. Now you box yourself in a corner because your resist Trump push could backfire. And now you have to campaign against economic growth and feel good feelings on Main Street. Is that, I mean, Quinnipiac Gallup polls show Trump is improving as well.
Yeah, and they're dead right to say that. And it's been true of all elections practically forever that in the end the real driving factor is the economy. It's the economy's stupid, in the famous phrase from James Carville. It's even more true now when people have been suffering from a really poor economy for so long. And that's why it's ridiculous to try and fight an election, as the Democrats look like they're intending to do, with no economic message at all. And for the Republicans, the key for them doing well is not only to emphasize the fact that they've made some progress and delivered you higher incomes and tax cuts and so on and got the economy moving as promised, but more than that, to point out that if the Democrats were in charge, that progress would be reversed. Because they voted against the tax cut, it's perfectly reasonable to say, well, they're going to take it away. And that's a really strong message. It's not just the kind of message that says, look what we've done for you. It's also a warning that the Democrats could reverse that progress.
You know, and the other thing, too, Steve, is that we have this new National Republican Congressional Committee ad. It's even zooming in hard on Nancy Pelosi for her criticisms of tax reform. Remember, the Democrats want to seize back control of House to impeach President Trump. They thought their win in the midterms is all but certain. But now watch this ad. Watch what's coming.
Pelosi opposed the deal that she helped negotiate. It makes absolutely no sense. She did this long 8-hour speech on the floor, and it really led to some last-minute drama.
Folks, Democrats are paralyzed right now. Republicans are gearing up to make the midterms all about, guess who? Nancy Pelosi. The campaign arm for the House GOP was actually cheering her on today.
Where does this lead for Nancy Pelosi, Steve?
Well, look, she may be effective at many of the things that Democrats really care about. She's a prolific fundraiser. She's very good at whipping her caucus into line and so on. But she's really unpopular out there. And so it's very smart of the Republicans to keep, telling saying something that's absolutely true, which is that if the Democrats take back the House, as they almost seem, assured of doing in their own view, she's in charge. And that is not something that's going to go down well with the electorate right across the country.
To your point, I think they need a net 25 seats to take back the House. We've got 30 Republicans, I think, retiring. It's going to be a heck of an election, Steve, right, coming into the midterms with the number of Republicans retiring and what the Democrats need to take about and the messaging going on. Go ahead, Steve. Final word.
It's hugely important. It's important not just for the politics of this and whether the president's going to be impeached as the Democrats want to do, and they'll have the ability to do that if they take back the House, but actually more fundamentally, if we can keep going with this turnaround in economic strategy, the tax cuts, the deregulation, and finally get a real win behind the economic recovery, that's at stake in November.
Steve Hilton, we love having you on, and don't miss Steve's show. It's called The Next Revolution with Steve Hilton. It's Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Fox News Channel.